Okay, we got it. Let me see if I can copy. Hold please. YouTube. Now I know what I did wrong. Post. Did we get it? All right, I think we got it this time. So the streaming situation has changed a little bit since I last did it, but that's okay. That's okay. I had everything set up correctly. Everything was good. Had the stream key and all, but then I guess on YouTube I forgot to click the go live. I just hit stream on my streaming service and it wasn't really live. So okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. Good morning. How's it going? How's everybody's weekend? What are you up to? What is good? Where is my water? I don't have any water. Okay. Okay. See, all right, now I see you guys coming in. Last night when I was going live, that's the thing. I was like, how come I don't see anybody here? Now I see you. Hey, Joanne, what's up? How's it going? Welcome back. I don't know what happened last night. Things just... Hello, Colette. What's going on? What's going on? Good. Well, it's not morning. Afternoon. Afternoon. Let me go over to my Instagram. Good afternoon. Hello. Happy Sunday. So last night's live didn't really go. I messed up, but we're live right now on my YouTube channel, Makeup Chit Chat. So we're going to do a little makeup chatting, y'all. Hello, Saints Beauty, what's going on? So we're just going to chat a little bit. I guess I'll go over everything that I talked about for 30 minutes last night as I do my makeup. The one thing that I did want to mention was today starts the first day of Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. And you guys know I typically will always do a dedicated video to that, but I'm going to be honest with you, y'all. There is not a ton of stuff that is really, really grabbing my attention. The two recommendations that I would highly suggest are for today. And one of those is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. So y'all know that is what I use to set up under my eyes. Oh shoot, where is my powder? I use it to set up under my eyes. I will use it on my drier skin clients. It's just bomb. So I highly recommend that. It is normal price $36, but you can get it for $18 today. And the AVH Brow Wiz, I mean, anytime those are on sale, just pick those up. And I think I accidentally put my, let me see if I can find another one. Hold please. I think I packed it away in my kit. So the original plan was I was going to try to go live when I got back home, but I am not going to feel like it. So I have a major photo shoot today from 2:30 to 7:30. I am doing hair and makeup for a pretty big deal. So I told myself, oh, I could just go live after that, but I know I'm always dirt dog tired, so I figured, you know what, I got all of my kits sanitized, because y'all know we got to sanitize everything, but I got my kit sanitized, everything's good to go, so I figured I would just go ahead and throw on some makeup. So what's going on? Hello, how's it going? How's everybody doing? What are you up to? I also wanted to just take a peek over at Trend Mood to see what's going on. Who's excited for the Fenty bronzers, the cream bronzers? So y'all know, I did not care much for the powder bronzer. It wasn't necessarily the formulation. It was just the shades. The shades just seemed, it was just really red on me. It looked more so like a bronzer than it did a actual, well, no, I'm sorry. It looked more so like a blush than a bronzer. So, not a fan of that, but I do want to try out the cream. So when that comes out, hey Jamila, when that comes out, I'm definitely going to be getting my little hands on that. Hang on, I need some water. Let me text low. And what else did I see over on Trend Mood? Trend Mood. A little upset with NARS and their bronzers that they have. So I'm social distancing from everyone. Yeah, man, I get it. I get it. I am so over the consumption of coronavirus content. I just can't. Like I told myself today, if it doesn't have anything to do with hair, makeup, fitness, I just can't. I'm tired. Yesterday at work, y'all, was a draining, and not even physically because despite the fact that every client that I had was a natural client, it's so funny how that happens. Like normally it's mixed in, but that's a long blowout day, first of all. But it wasn't even just the physical, it was just the emotional, the draining. I had one client on Friday evening, God bless her, love her, super, super sweet, but she just came in a panic. And I'm someone where I always protect my energy, my mindset at all costs. And I just had to basically tell her, listen, I'm not going to let your panic like jack me up. I've worked hard for my peace. And I also told her too, you know, 'cause she's a single mom. I said, listen, you have two little girls. You being in a panic mode does not serve you and it does not serve them. You cannot make the appropriate decisions for you and your family when you're just operating out of panic and hysteria. It just doesn't work that way. She's like, I'm going crazy, aren't I? And I said, yeah. She's like, well, you know, I watch all these epidemic and pandemic movies. I'm always constantly watching the news. And I said, sis, stop. Just I'm not saying be ignorant, don't be aware. I'm aware, I know what's going on, but I'm also I'm not going to keep indulging myself and getting myself wrapped up in it. Because I even felt myself, I had a moment, I was like, oh my gosh, oh, my chest, my throat. Guys, it is prime allergy season right now. Prime allergy season. So yes, be aware, but at the same time, don't drive yourself crazy, sis. But anywho, the NARS bronzers, I was upset when I saw these because I'm actually in the process of switching over my client kit to just all NARS. Angela, hello, I love you too. Oh, thank you so much. I'm in the process of changing over my client kit complexion wise to NARS because to me, NARS just has the most realistic when it comes to shades and undertones. So many brands are like, oh yeah, we got 60 shades, we got 80 and 100 shades, when only 20 of those are a realistic undertone. I feel like NARS does a great job just nailing the undertone. So when they come out with complexion products, I'm always like, yes, give it to me, I want it. However, when they came out with these bronzers, I'm like, okay, well, these two shades won't even scratch the surface for my clientele. So I was a little disappointed in that. Oh, yes, so Melt Cosmetics. I have never, ever, ever tried anything from Melt Cosmetics before. And just last week or 2 weeks ago, I was looking at the Rust stack and I was like, you know what? Haven't tried anything from them. Let's give it a go. And then I saw that they're coming out with the palette. However, I was watching one of Mel Thompson's videos, and she was just saying that the formulation from the stack to the palette is not the same. So now I'm just kind of like, not sure. I don't know. And even Alicia Kinky Sweat, I was watching her live the other night, and she kind of said that she was just, trying to figure out, because she has the stacks, if she should look into the palette as well. So that is on my radar. I think that'll be one that I will have to just kind of, go look into the stores and see. Bizart, I'm a huge Bizart fan. That's just a cute little color summer situation. And yeah, that is it. Sephora VIB sale is coming up. That's approaching us. I went ahead and pre-filmed that video for my recommendation, so that'll be live soon. And yeah, let me do my makeup because I gotta get moving. I've been trying some new products here recently, guys. Hold please, because I think Marilla has fallen asleep and I need some water. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Well, did you not see my text? Okay. I am back, guys. Had to get my water. I am on week 2 of prep, so you know that means a gallon of water or more a day. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and get your cart ready. Take advantage of the sale. It's a great time to repurchase on your regular items. Of course, I always say be mindful. Repurchase your regular items. And yep, 21 days of Ulta. I talked about that earlier. And also, you know, if there's that one expensive thing that you had your eye on and you don't want to buy, maybe check it out. For today, I feel like today is the best day for the 21 days of Ulta sale, guys. I mean, MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, ABH Brow Wiz. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. All right, so let me go ahead and get into my makeup. I'm going to zoom in. I look crazy, crazy, crazy. So I have been testing out 2 new concealers. The Beauty Blender Bounce Concealer. You guys will see this video, I believe, this week. Yes. I can't remember. I already have my calendar on my Google Calendar with all my content planned. The majority of it is already filmed. I'm ahead of the game. And then someone in the comments wanted me to try the Forever Skin Corrector Dior, which is what we're playing with today. I've worn this when did I get this? Saturday. This will be my 3rd time wearing this. Using a sponge. 3rd time wearing this, and I do have a couple of thoughts. So this is in the shade 5N. You guys are getting like a little sneak peek here because I haven't even filmed my wear test for this. This is in the shade 5N. And then after this, we get the shade 4WO. I'm going to pull it up on my app here so you guys can see. So as I blend it out, you know, it is very close to my skin tone. It's not overly red, but this shade is not going to be a highlight shade. Oh, let me see. Hang on, guys. I'm getting some trolls here. These are funny. You are so ugly. A white person would never be that ugly. You're disgusting. That's interesting. Trolls are a trip, man. We're just gonna hide. And then how do I block this person? Your whole race. Yeah, no. We're just going to report harassment. Harassing me, report. I said report. Okay, cool. Why isn't this working? Hang on, guys. I'm trying to get rid of this troll. Hide user. Hide. Why can't I block this person? Oh no, not Silver Fox. I don't want to block my Silver Fox. I love my Silver Fox. Jesus. Hey Rhoda, what's going on? Hang on, guys. It's not letting me block this troll. Put user. Okay, there we go. Got it. Back to what I was saying about the concealer. Oh yeah, I got it, Angela. I got it. I just wanted to make sure that I got them completely out of here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. My computer was glitching up on me. But with this concealer, okay, so 5N it's neutral. It's not too red, but it's clearly not enough to like bring a little highlight situation. If I wanted to, perhaps, I don't know, use this under the eyes and spot conceal. Yeah, sure, absolutely, we could do that because y'all know that is my jam. Um, 5. Okay, so I'll show you here. Well, this is bizarre because this is the girl who was wearing the 5 in, and as you can see, we are we ain't the same. We are not the same at all. So that just goes to show how misleading sometimes these shade descriptions can be. But and then 4, what is it? 4 warm olive. Yes, this is exactly what 4 warm olive looks like. So this is what the next shade is after this one. This was way too light, so they they missed the mark there, I guess, with their in-between shades, because that ain't gonna work. But as far as our first impression, our live first impression going, it says full coverage, and I feel like full coverage is a word that's used so loosely these days because, I mean, full coverage is subjective, you know. For what I think is full coverage, someone else might not think is full coverage. I feel like for the most part, all of us here are on the same page, and this is not a concealer that I would consider full coverage. But that is just me because I feel like just looking at myself, I can kind of still see a little bit of darkness in the inner corner, but you know, whatever. And then I am going to do a little spots concealing over here because I haven't tried it like this yet. I'm just going to spot conceal. Oh, I've also been playing around with the Beauty Blender foundation. I got a sample of that, and that is really pretty. Y'all know I've kind of just broken up with liquid foundation, but for the Beauty Blender wear test for the concealer, I figured, you know what, since I've never tried the foundation, I'll do the foundation with the concealer. Yay, you made it! I'm so happy you were able to catch the live. I screwed up something last night. I actually got everything loaded and running, and then I forgot to hit the actual go live on my YouTube. But, what was I saying? I just totally lost my train of thought. Oh, the Beauty Blender foundation, I do like that. However, she is matte. It is very, very matte. So if you're someone who's maybe curious about that, you'll hear more of my thoughts on it for the video. But super duper duper matte. Super matte. And since my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, I accidentally packed mine into my kit because I was comparing shades for my client that I'm working on. I'm just going to grab... Oh, never mind. Here's another. Oh, well, that's going to be too dark. That's dark as heat. We'll just use this under eye by the now KVD Beauty. It's no longer Kat Von D. You know what? I'm kind of glad she decided to step away. I am someone who was a fan of her products. I thought her products were dope. But I'm kind of glad she stepped away because, I mean, it just, my God, homegirl just couldn't get it right. There was just always something going on. Were you able to do your photo shoot? Photo shoot is at 2:30. So I figured I got a little time. I had to get ready anyway, so I figured I got a little bit of time. Yeah, so I'll leave my place. It's only like 10 minutes away from me, so I'm going to leave my place at 2 o'clock. So we'll probably, just as long as I'm done here, like around 1:45, we'll be good. Okay, because I was going to try to go live after, but anytime, this is going to be a long shoot. We've got 6 looks to do, hair and makeup. So I figured I would be tired and no more good. And I just want to go live with you guys. That's something I want to make sure I can do better about doing because I know this year I have not done the best on that. I feel like I probably should do a life update, but sometimes I just feel like I'm not fascinating enough to do a life update. But I started back prep, so I'm in prep for I've been in prep for 2 weeks. It is now bridal and prom season in salon. So I'm just being bombarded with that right now, although I'm a little curious to see what is going to happen with the proms, only because the mayor for North Carolina, that's where I live, they have shut school down for the next 2 weeks. And so after the 2 weeks was when the spring break was supposed to be, and then right after spring break, that's when the prom stuff starts kicking off. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Charlotte is huge. Mecklenburg County Public Schools, it's huge. There's a ton of private schools. And also where I live, I'm right on the border of South Carolina too, so I get a lot of North and South Carolina clients. So with that, for me, I mean, prom season goes on, basically it'll start at the end of March and roll all the way through May. But with everything that's going on now, I hope everything can settle down, because, you know, I think about those kids, and especially for the seniors and their prom and whatnot. So I'm dealing with that. So that's salon life, fit life, prepping. I've got a project that I've been working on since January. It's probably the biggest thing I've ever done, and I'm really, really nervous about it. I'm not in any collaborations with any brand or anything. This is just my own thing that I'm building from the ground up, and that has taken a lot. So that's been getting a lot of my attention. But, you know, I love you guys. I love, love, love my YouTube channel. I love the AM fam. And, you know, I want to commit to the weekly lives like I used to do, but I'm just at a place right now where I can't do that. As far as my prepping goes, the goals are to get nationally qualified so we can hit the national stage and just see what happens, see what goes on. If you're not familiar with bodybuilding, the Arnold Classic, that's like the Super Bowl for bodybuilding. The one in Ohio took place 2 weeks ago, and they shut down the entire expo because people from all over the world, I mean, it's an international competition. Amateurs and the pros, they shut the expo down, and they almost didn't let the amateur athletes compete, which I was so nervous for them, and I just couldn't imagine what it would have been like to be in that position, because I almost did that competition. I was thinking about doing that one, but we decided not to. But, you know, of course, to diet down for 20 to 16 weeks and then to potentially not be able to compete. The Arnold in Australia was supposed to be this weekend. They canceled the whole thing. So I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh. But, you know, we have to do what we got to do for help, especially with big international shows where you have people flying in from all these different countries and things. But yeah, those are my goals. So the next couple of months, you'll start to see me shrink again. I'll start looking like a skeleton, but so far so good. I'm feeling okay. Just last night I had a major sweet tooth craving, and I know a lot of it wasn't because I was truly craving the sweets. It was just, that was the Makeup Forever powder, by the way. It was just mainly because I was exhausted. And I made a video a while ago just about emotional eating, and I've noticed with myself, when I get really, really tired or just drained, that's when I want to consume, you know, treats and things. Like, it's almost a means of looking for a comfort. You know what I mean? Is anyone else like that? Whenever I feel overwhelmed or stressed out, I don't want to say stressed out, but whenever I feel tired, for me, that's when I want to have, you know, something, a little sweet treat to just kind of comfort me. But your girl made it through. We are making it through. We're shut down for 3 weeks. Yep. Insane. Thankfully for my photo shoot, there won't be a lot of people. It'll literally just be a client that I'm working on, the photographer, and me. So it's not like a lot of people that are going to be in the area. Yes, ma'am. We just talked about that. That was honestly the main thing that I saw and I want to tell you guys about. And that's why I didn't make a video for the Ulta 21 Days of Sale, because there really wasn't anything that caught my attention but that. You guys know that's something that I talk about all the time, so I wanted to let you know about it. Prime Beauty Bronzer. So yeah, the concealer. This concealer. I don't even know that I'm going to do a full-on wear test on it. I might just do a dedicated video towards it, but again, I don't hate how it wears or anything. It's just Pat McGrath concealer is definitely way better. I mean, and I kept my Pat McGrath because I needed a new concealer anyway, and I like it. But like I said, was it anything that was groundbreaking? No, it was not. I'm going to wear Sasha blush today. Sasha Cosmetics blush in the shade Golden Glow. I love this. I dug this out of my stash. I've really been into blush recently. I think my interest in blush really sparked when I started with the Charlotte Tilbury last spring. And after that, I'm just gonna like, oh yeah, blush. I like blush. Ooh, I need to put that in my kit. Where is, okay, brows. I'm still digging the Nothing at Ulta caught my attention. I am both happy and sad. I know, I feel you, right? Do you think you will try the lip bar or Mented Cosmetics? I definitely have Mented Cosmetics on my list to try. The only thing is I'm starting to get a lot of bronzers right now. But I am definitely going to try the Mented bronzer for sure. And of course, if you guys want me, and I talk about this in the upcoming video, you know how you guys, I'm always talking about being mindful of your makeup purchases. But for me, it's a little bit different because one, I am a makeup artist, and two, like, you know, I look at YouTube as my part-time job, although I don't get, we're not getting part-time pay for it whatsoever. But, you know, I do kind of have to put myself in the mindset of, you know, I do this for you guys because I love you. I love interacting with you guys. I love makeup and, you know, just showing you the simple ways to do makeup. And I have to get in the mindset of, okay, you know, you're going to have to probably shell out a little bit more money, which is fine, to do reviews on products. And that is okay. So how I have gone about that is, you know, I just make sure I set out a allotted amount of money for products to try and test out for the channel. You know, ain't nobody going bankrupt over here over makeup, but definitely I can add lip bar to the list and we can give it a go. Oh yeah, Pillow Talk Intense. She's bang. I almost put that on today. If you guys haven't, check out It's Lori's Life because she did a video on hers and she's deeper than me and it looks beautiful on her, as I knew it would. I knew it. Brows are on. And then for eyeshadow palettes, guys, oh, I want to show you this because I bought this yesterday because I was curious about it. I bought this. I haven't bought anything from Too Faced in a really, really long time. I told you in one video, I'm trying to really just branch out a little bit, especially like on camera, from always using my Natasha Denona products. Like, I love them so much and they are that great. But I do not feel comfortable, you know, if a client says, hey, what's the best neutral eye palette or what are some good eyeshadow palettes, I would never just say, oh, Natasha Denona right off the top of my head because it is expensive. And, you know, there are new things coming out and I'm curious. I want to be able to recommend other stuff as well, especially with my declutter. I still have some of the, I haven't done my full, well, I've done the declutter, but I still, before I get rid of some of those eyeshadow palettes, I just need to do a couple of looks with them first. And I saw in one video, someone actually left me a comment last night in my declutter video about the Maybelline Superstay powder. And they said, hey, I thought you said you loved that. And I do love that. And it was in my powder favorites. But the only reason why I'm decluttering it is, guys, you have to understand, sometimes when you get stuff, it's kind of like if it's just sitting there and I'm not using it, I would much rather give it to someone who's less fortunate or maybe can't afford it. I would rather them use it than for me to just sit here. So yeah, I might like it and all of that, but at the same time, if it's just kind of sitting here and I'm not touching it, I'm not getting around to it, I'd rather pass it off to someone who's going to use it. That's all. But anyway, I got this. I've been using it and I love it. But I think I already filmed a look with this. I'm not going to use this today. I want to use my ABH Jackie Aina palette because I haven't used this in a long time. Wanted to show it some love. Some love. I'm trying to really make sure that I am just cycling around and just, you know, using all my stuff, man. Using all my stuff. So I am going in with the shade Ginger. And I feel like I have to kind of make that statement often, because I will get that comment a lot where someone will say, "Oh, I thought you liked this product." And y'all, if I say I like something, I truly like it. Now, just because I'm not using it right then, or maybe I have stopped using it, doesn't mean that I don't like it. But, we all have a bunch of things, and I'm just trying to use my stuff. That's all. I'm just trying to use all of my stuff. And it is so interesting. Like, the more you know. So, I still appreciate them, was a huge fan of ABH, right? Those were my holy grails. Then as time started going on, and I was kind of like, okay, I like it, but you start using other things. And what Natasha Denona has done to me, she has ruined me, because now when I use other things, I'm like, oh, that's not as good as I thought it was. Now, I'm not saying that ABH shadows are bad. But what I'm saying is, since I did start using Natasha Denona, it did make me just kind of see and understand the quality of other shadows. You guys get what I'm saying? You feel me? Y'all feel me? We're going to go in next with edges. Edges. I am glad that they slowed down with, all of the palettes, because that was getting insane. Because, they're not a brand that typically does that on a regular basis. So, ColourPop, that's their thing. Let's leave that to ColourPop. But honestly, I feel like that hurts the brand, because that is honestly the main reason why I had never tried anything from ColourPop until Lady T told me to try the concealer, because they just come out with so much stuff to the point where it can be overwhelming. And it's like, dang, bro, like we can't keep up with all of that, Like it's a lot to try to keep up with. How do y'all feel about that? Do you like it when brands come out with stuff constantly, or are you kind of like, oh, I'm good? Like, if brands came out with stuff seasonally, fine. Like, if like, let's say if ABH dropped a product every season, that ain't no problem, because to me, that makes sense. I mean, let's take a note out of the fashion world, That's kind of how they do their things. Granted, the fashion world, they're always one season ahead, but that's okay. It's not like a constant thing over and over and over. Like, you'll see a drop for them for the fall. All right, then when we switch to the new season, then they'll go ahead and go to the next season. That makes sense to me. We're finally getting more dark, deep bronzers. Morphe recently, yeah. And Tarte Cream. I'm looking forward to see if you're able to try the Minted or Lip Bar. Yeah, you're requesting it, so I am going to try Minted and Lip Bar, because you guys are what matter to me. I know you guys come to me to see how things look on me, whether the same skin tone, or you just appreciate my opinion, so I will definitely do that. And I saw Tarte, they have one as well. And I swatched the one in Morphe, and it looked really red. The thing is huge, like, no joke. It's like this big. It's as big as my mirror, but I swatched it because I was like, oh shoot, that's only $20. I can get my hands on it right now. But it was a little red. Yeah, sometimes it can be the same shades all over again. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I am going to be trying the Tarte and the Fenty cream bronzers, just simply because that's not something we dip and dabble in, because let's be honest, we typically don't even get shades that are potentially deep enough. So the fact that they're offering it up, we're going to try it out and see. We are going to see what happens. I know Huda Beauty, she had the Tantour, and I did try that. But to me, that was just really, I don't know, it was hard to, I felt, kind of maneuver around the face. I love the concept of it, and I love it was deep enough. Like, she hit all of those, but, it was hard to maneuver. Okay. Now I am just filling in with more edges. I love orange tones, especially like in the springtime. That is my jam. I just wish this one was just a little bit more potent. Packed a little bit more. And brushes. How do you guys feel about brushes? Like, is there a certain brand of brushes that you like? I'm someone, I don't really fool around with too many different brushes. Like, I have my staple MAC brushes that I like, I have my staple Morphe brushes that I like, and I have my staple Real Technique brushes. Those are typically the three that I stick with. Now, my kid, and this is only because it was gifted to me, I have Bobbi Brown brushes. Boy, oh boy. Bobbi Brown brushes are clutch, but they are expensive because I went to check the price of one because mine is shedding, and I was like, oh, just kidding, maybe not. I was like, we need to do a few more faces before we can indulge in a new brush. Confession time. I use my Pat McGrath Natasha during the work week for my full B and use ABH shadows for the weekends when I'm just no, absolutely. That's not a bad idea. I mean, at the end of the day, Angela, it's your stuff. You paid for it, and that was the thing too. Because I was kind of getting to a point where I was like, oh, well, I keep mentioning Natasha Denona, and it's kind of like, don't be ashamed of what you use. Like, I'm just saying, Natasha works. I'll be honest, I feel like her shadows reign supreme. Hers are the best. I feel like, me personally, I think they work better than Pat McGrath, but I think that's just going to be a preference thing because from my understanding, the one Pat McGrath palette that I did have, I bought like a mini one last year. Came in the blue packaging. From my understanding, I feel like Pat McGrath has more glitter and glitz in hers, which that's just not my thing. All good, but use what you like. Use what works best for you. You need to update your brush collection. Yeah, brushes for sure are a thing. And then for the lid, let's see what Sponsored looks like. The Sponsored's pretty. This is a shade in the palette I haven't really dabbled in that much. Sponsored. That's pretty. Pretty. Then what else is going on? I'm trying to think. I feel like I have the least interesting life. Oh, and also I feel like no matter what palette you're using, your fingers just always, especially with the shimmer tone, your fingers just always going to apply the product the best. I mean, because your fingers are warm. Hey, Stephanie, how's it going? How was church? This is pretty. I like it. El Gusto. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, I want to also bring back Throwback Thursday videos because those were dope. And that is how I'm going to be utilizing my old palettes. You guys remember when I used to do Throwback Thursdays and I would just, find old products that we used to love so much. That is what I'm going to do with those palettes that I plan on decluttering. But first, I want to do a look. And hopefully when I do the look, I'm not going to lie, you guys. With the eyeshadow palettes, it is hard to declutter. It really is. Because I'm thinking, oh, I don't use it. And then once I pick it up to use it, I'm like, oh, wait, well, I should probably use it. I really should be using it. So it gets tricky. I just wonder, which is why I'm someone who, I used to think that I wanted my own makeup line. But then as time went on, and I just kind of started looking at how the makeup market is, it's like, yo, what's next? Like truly, just in regards to eyeshadow, right? Oh, speaking of eyeshadow, MAC has relaunched their eyeshadows, and it is a new formula. I was watching Kiki So's video last night. I'm getting some of those because I am someone who I have never liked MAC eyeshadows. I've always felt like they were just kind of dry and lackluster, and I can never see what the big deal is. We're trying those because I need to see how their formulation is. I hope MAC makes a comeback. I'm always rooting for MAC. Hold on, let me do this liner and then I'll get back talking. Okay. I am always rooting for MAC. And the fact that they have finally did something different to their eyeshadow palettes, their eyeshadows, they have reformulated. That, my friends, is exciting. That is good news. We will be testing those out. But I was saying, I used to think I wanted my own makeup line and stuff, but the makeup market is hard. Like, what else can they do? MAC is someone who needed to reformulate. They needed to do some things differently, but like to come out now with makeup, it just seems really hard. Really hard. Sonia G. Yes, I've heard all about Sonia G. Hey, Nicole. Church was okay. Not your usual attendance. Of course. Yeah, for sure. Sonia G. All right. I've heard all about Sonia G through our girl, Kinky Sweat. Hang on, guys. Okay, sorry. The one thing about drinking a gallon of water is I'm always using the bathroom. But okay. Oh, they're pretty? Girl, you gotta use them to let me know. Tell me how it is. Inquiring minds need to know. And what time is it? 1:30? Okay, let me get moving because your girl's gotta get ready to do some work. And then if I'm able to, make sure you're following me on Instagram because I'll probably be putting behind the scenes little photos up as I go along today. So you can kind of see what I'm doing at my shoot. Yes, it has. We're still kicking and thriving on the same one, my friend. Yes, yes, yes. Lori made you buy them. Oh, Lori. Hey, girl, hey. Yeah, the Benefit Brow Pencil, this is still the same one. Same one. Same old pencil. Yeah, what was it? The Fenty one, man. I liked it. It was cool and all, but it just didn't. End of story. It just didn't. And lip products. That's something that I truly need to re-up on because I really did get rid of a lot of lip products. Oh shoot, I forgot. I can't use this on the bottom. I used this on the bottom lashes yesterday because when it gets warm, I can't do the bad gal bang. And when I got in the car, and I was doing a wear test too, you guys will see it, but it ran. So I'm just going to put it on the top lashes. Yes, lip products for sure. I got rid of so much because I am a lip gloss wearer. Lipsticks last a really long time. Lip gloss does not have the same life expectancy as a lipstick does. Lip gloss will start to break up. Lip gloss will get a gross, gnarly smell. So if you're using a gloss and you notice that it just don't smell right, sis, it ain't right. You need to throw that away. So I am going to be getting some new glosses, especially since my favorite gloss by Bite Beauty has now been discontinued. Yay, I love it. Love it so much. Are you picking up anything during 21 days of Ulta Beauty sale? The only thing that I would get would be for today, and that is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I normally do a dedicated video to it, but because there wasn't a bunch of stuff, that's why I didn't, and that was my main reason for wanting to go live. So the answer for that would be no. However, dupe alert, like still get the mineralized skin finish, it was $18, but I did buy a couple of the, they're all packed away in my kit, the Sephora Micro Smooth, and I've been using those on my clients, just trying to test it out and see if it works just as well as the mineralized skin finish. Good to go. So if you want something that is just more affordable, because the mineralized skin finish is $36. Oh, I just got mascara all the way up there. Dang it. I knew it wasn't dry yet. I hate it when that happens. And the Sephora Micro Smooth is $22. Yes, $22, friends. Lip gloss. All right, and then I am just going to throw on a little glossy gloss. Simple look today. No intentions of really having like a very strategic look, honestly. I just wanted to pop on here and talk to y'all because I love you, I miss you, and we haven't done it in a long time, you know? So, a little bit of makeup chat, a little bit of a life update. And I am going to get ready. Well, I need to eat, of course, because, you know, back to 6 meals a day. And get ready to go do some work. So, you guys, everyone, please stay safe. Please, please, please stay safe. Be smart. Don't get caught up in all the hoopla. Stay positive. Be aware. And just protect your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your energy, all of that. Just, it's so easy to get consumed into everything. And, you know, I didn't want to get up here and just keep talking about that, because if you're any vitamins, eat healthy, take care of yourself, make smart, wise decisions. We got 2 videos coming up this week. I will go ahead and let you know what those videos are. You guys get the inside scoop because you were here with me on the live on a Sunday afternoon. You didn't have to be. So the videos coming up this week are, let's see. Ooh, so I've got like a breath under eye setting powder. So be on the lookout for those. Of course, you guys, if there are any products that you want me to try, please send cream blush. We shall see.